May have heard the phrase Thea Shqiptarit është Shqiptaria, which translates to the religion of Albanians is Albanianism. If you don't know where it's from, you probably don't understand what it means, so let me explain because it's one of those if you know kind of things. But it is a verse from one of my favorite poems, O my Shqypni, O my Albania, which was written by Vasa Pashko, also known as Pashko Vasa, in 1878. Very important year, very important man. Vasa was a writer, poet, and strong advocate for the Albanian national awakening movement, Rilindja Kombëtare. He also served as governor of Lebanon, spoke several languages, wrote Albanian dictionaries, and even contributed to establishing our alphabet. I could go on and on and on because what this man did for Albanians, the list is long. But today we're going to talk about what he meant with this verse. I've posted the poem too, it's right next to this video, so you can hear it for yourself as well. So go enjoy. As we all know, being Albanian is obviously not a religion. If you believe in logic, this also means that there's not just one religion that defines all Albanians or makes you more Albanian. What defines us is that we are all Albanian. Very basic knowledge, where especially today where people in Europe are free to choose their own beliefs regardless of their ethnic groups. But this poem was written 145 years ago, which is quite amazing. So what was his point? Well, simple. That we Albanians should stand together and protect each other and our country instead of being fooled by tactics of oppressors who exploited religion for their own purposes, to assimilate us, to take our land, and divide us from each other. It does not mean that Albanians aren't religious, nor does it promote that we shouldn't be. Pashko Vasa was a religious man himself, as was Shqypni, another great man and respected priest who is famous for saying that he would turn his cross into bullets to protect his Albanian Muslim brothers. Another famous hero of our people, Isa Bulletine, was a Muslim who told the Sultan to his face that he refused to kill Christian Albanians. There were many others who stood together too from various religious backgrounds. We know this for a fact because they were all members of Lidhja Prizrenit, the League of Prizren. The League was established in 1878 to defend the rights of Albanians, and their slogan was this exact verse. There were several movements like this, with Albanians from all religions uniting together with one common goal: the unification of all Albanians and freedom. For historical context, you should know that during Ottoman times, your allegiance was often defined by your religion. So it was common to be considered Latin, Greek, or Turk, depending on what you believed in, because the identity of Albanians is not a product of one religion. It's not what has tied us together like it is for some other people in the Balkans. Obviously, the intelligent people still called themselves Albanian, no matter what religion they believed in, instead of ending up as people without a state, split between all their neighbors who were mostly independent from the Ottomans by 1878. If you know a bit about Albanian history, you'll also know that Orthodox Serbs and Greeks had no problem killing Albanians who were also Orthodox, nor did the Ottomans have much issue with killing Albanians who were also Muslim. So why should we have helped them by killing each other too and going extinct when all we wanted was to be Albanian and believe in whatever religion we wanted to and to be free and lead ourselves? So that's what we did. And no matter what social media may lead you to believe, if you go to any Albanian lands, you can usually see mosques and churches right next to each other. Marriages across various beliefs are very common, and we celebrate all the major religious holidays too, whether it is Easter or Bayram, which is something we can be quite proud of, as the Pope himself has said. Unfortunately, some people, mainly people who did not study Albanian history, forget this legacy today, but I won't, and I sure hope you won't either. For the few extremists who believe that everyone should be forced to have the same beliefs as them, you should tell them that this exact verse was exploited by Albania's former dictator, Enver Hoxha, who implemented it as state policy and proclaimed that the only religion of the Albanians was Albanianism. He banned all forms of religious practice. So maybe you can understand why Albanians are sick and tired of being told what to believe in, and sick and tired of people misusing things to control us. So let's end this on a positive note. Today, this poem is celebrated again. It reminds us that we should be loud and proud of our heritage and protect each other. In O my Shqypni, You may also notice that Pashko Vasa personifies Albania as a noble lady and a mother to emphasize the importance of our identity and heritage, instead of fatherland, as we usually call Albania, Adleo. This is to emphasize his point that Albania is the source of life and identity for Albanians, and that we must respect and protect our country and each other as much as we would our own mother.